You better turn it off, because knowing me, I'll have to be cacawed off the stage. It's a little inside joke we had, and I literally did get cacawed off the stage last week. So let's just talk about the elephant in the room. I've been on this stage a lot. I have a lot of shame, apparently, that I like to get up and broadcast in front of all the people of White Rock and surrounding areas. You may know me from such sets as Don't Fuck With My Zen, Bus Stops, Banisters, and Masturbation. That was fun. And the stalking of Lizzie Allen. Yeah, I did stalk her. And most recently, I did the Hilarapy Recovery Project last week because I am 10 months clean and sober. Thank you. Thank you very much. And you know, before that, I about 4 weeks into the HRP program and Hilarapy supporting the group, I put down the comedy. I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not ready. At first, I thought maybe it was because I bombed a couple months ago doing stand-up. Apparently, starting a set with period underwear, am I right? Sir? It's not a good opening line in a retirement home. My husband was adamant that I get some physical comedy in this set. And I was talking about period protection of the 70s, which was a Kotex belt and a pad. Anyone? Anyone? I know you're not going to own that shit, I know. So I proceed to put the phone into the mic stand when I'm doing my set, and the microphone's like right here. And like, I'm at fucking Yuck Yucks, people. And I'm doing my set, and the microphone, and I'm like, oh yeah, you just put the pad, the microphone is like, and then I just kept going with it. But all kidding aside, the reason why I didn't want to perform with Hilarapy Recovery Project is because I thought that I wasn't worthy of it because of my addiction, which is marijuana. Yeah, apparently you can get addicted to that shit. I believed all the hype, you know, and I thought maybe I would be the 95% of the population that doesn't get addicted to it, but no. And I didn't really realize that you would think after 30 years of a daily habit that you might think you got a problem. But no, apparently not. And you know, when I started sharing the fact that I had stopped smoking marijuana because of my inability to control my consumption of it, my shame and secrecy of smoking in the basement garage next to my husband's dismantled 1972 Suzuki motorcycle, that there might be some shame involved there. And, you know, I told some friends, and one friend said, well, you know, isn't that just kind of like a shopping addiction? Like, it's not that bad. It's not like trying to quit cigarette smoking. I was like, are you kidding me? At least with a shopping addiction, you might come home with a new car and a brand new pair of shoes. You know, with a marijuana addiction, you end up smoking and just sitting in your lazy boy going, is this the time I'm going to have the brain aneurysm? Like, no, honey, I think there's something, I think there's something moving. Like, is there a clot? Do you see a clot? Like, I think there might, is there a throbbing? Is like my temple throbbing, like right there? Look, hun. No? Okay. Now, that's not to say, you know, I had a few I had a few eras in my smoking addiction. First, there was the hot knife era. If you know, you know. Oh, my lip. Oh, my lip. Oh, I got to go to work in an hour. Oh, that's going to blister like fuck. And then I proceeded, that's hash, by the way, it's not marijuana. Then I proceeded to my bong-along era, where we thought we'd just get the old, yeah, honey, I'll go to Salt Spring Island and do acid with you, and then we can go to the movies, and then let's take all of our clothes off, and then let's come back and go to Wreck Beach. Yeah, I was a very active marijuana user in the bong-along years. And then there was the talk stick era, where I got really introspective. Yeah, I know, Louise and Henry, I think they are getting a divorce, but what was he doing again? Like, was he with that other... What was I saying? Was I going shopping? And then, of course, there was the sit-sleeping era, where, you know, I'd be in a crowded room with all my friends. They'd all be smoking and drinking, and me too, except they were all talking, and I was doing this. No, I'm listening. No, really, no, I am listening. No, yeah, that was funny. You'd think all those would be clues. And one of the biggest clues that I had, and I really do blame COVID, because I was home alone a lot, and legalization. Because that made it so easy to get your hands on marijuana. Except when you had that little like mushy stage where it was legalized, but then there were no stores to get it. I had already written off my dealer. I mean, I don't need you anymore. You can keep that stuff under your bed. I'm going to the store. Except that store was in Squamish. There was one store in Squamish that I could go to without telling my husband that I was going to Squamish to get pot. So, gas was expensive. I had no reason to go to Squamish, except I'm going to Squamish, honey. And he'd be like, oh, you want me to come with you? No. No, I just need some alone time. That's all. Just going to get in the car and drive an hour to Squamish for no reason. Yeah, it took me an hour to get up there and 3 hours to get back. Oh, look at, is that the chief? Are there people up there? Do people climb that? Oh, look at the ocean. Wow. I'm driving right now. Oh my God. And now the stores, when you go in, they're all, like, first, you don't even know what you're walking into. Like, they're all glass plated, and you walk in, and it's like a frickin' Apple store. You know, it's all under the lights, and wow, you look around, and there's menus, and, like, there's somebody walking around with a tray. Oh, would you like to try our hybrid indica? Private blend of 92% hybrid indica and 40% sativa. What happened to the days where you just lit up a joint and passed out? You know, now I have to plan my whole day when I go in there. Okay, well, there's the fucking lit up menu of 50 different strains. And okay, yeah, I'll take flower, apparently they call it now. It's not grass. I'll take the flower, because there's like oils and tinctures, and, you know, next thing there's going to be like frickin' stuff you inject. But maybe there is. I don't know. I heard there's wax out there, but again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. But as I'm looking at this menu and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do housework later, so I'm going to need a sativa because that's going to keep me active. But then I'm going to want to slow down and maybe have some lunch. So I'll maybe take a little bit of sativa and indica blend. But then I'm going to want to get back into the housework. So I'll go back to sativa. But then if I want to relax with a book, I'm going to have to do the hybrid of sativa, indica. Or do I want it to be indica, sativa? Oh my God, I'm not sure. I can't even make up my mind. Okay, I will take a gram of everything on there. But seriously, folks, out of all the sets that I've done with Hilarapy, the HRP project has been something that I never thought I'd do because I didn't have a problem. Even though I was hanging out with freaking 4 sober, clean women for, the last 4 years, I wondered, what do they do for fun, for God's sake? How do they celebrate anything? Like, they're going to Whistler to do what? Sit around and laugh and dance and have a good time without drinking or smoking? But I am so proud of myself and them and anybody who's in recovery. I know my time is up. I was on antidepressants, anti-anxiety medicine, whatever you want to call it, for 5 years. And within 90 days of being clean and sober, I'm off my medication. And I haven't had a migraine headache in 10 months. And I am feeling all the fucking emotions. That's it. That's my time.